Hi and welcome back. Today we will be in Genesis, or in the Hebrew it's Bereshith, chapters 3, 4, and 5. Bear with me, there are quite a few names in here, or words in here, that are in the original Hebrew, so I may stumble over them, but be patient with me, I'm still learning. So let's dig in. Chapter 3, Bereshith. And the Nahash was more crafty than all the lives of the field which Yahweh Elohim had made. And he said to the woman, Is it true that Elohim has said, Do not eat of every tree of the garden? And the woman said to Nahash, We are to eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said, Do not eat it nor touch it, lest you die. And Nahash said to the woman, You shall certainly not die. For Elohim knows that in the day you eat of it, your eyes shall be opened, and you shall be like Elohim, knowing good and evil. And the woman saw that the tree was good for food, that it was pleasant to the eyes, and a tree desirable to make one wise. She took of the fruit and ate. And she also gave to her husband with her, and he ate. Then the eyes of both of them were opened, and they knew they were naked. And they sewed fig leaves together and made loin coverings for themselves. And they heard the voice of Yahweh Elohim walking about the garden towards the wind of the day. And Adam and his wife hid themselves from the presence of Yahweh Elohim among the trees of the garden. And Elohim called unto Adam, saying, Where are you? And he said, I heard your voice in the garden, and I was afraid, because I was naked, so I hid myself. And he said, Who made you know that you were naked? Have you eaten of the tree which I commanded you that you should not eat? And the man said, The woman whom you gave to be with me, she gave me the fruit of the tree, and I ate. And Yahweh Elohim said to the woman, What have you done? And the woman said, The Nahash deceived me, and I ate. And Yahweh Elohim said to the Nahash, Because you have done this, you are cursed more than all livestock, and more than every beast of the field. On your belly you are to go, and eat dust all the days of your life. And I put enmity between you and the woman, and between your seed and her seed. He shall crush your head, and you shall crush his heel. To the woman he said, I greatly increase your sorrow and your conception. Bring forth children in pain. And your desire is for your husband, and he does rule over you. And to the man he said, Because you have listened to the voice of your wife, and have eaten of the tree of which I commanded you, saying, Do not eat of it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you are to eat of it all the days of your life. And the ground shall bring forth thorns and thistles for you, and you shall eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your face you are to eat bread until you return to the ground. From out of it you were taken, from dust you are, and to dust you return. And the man called his wife Hawwah, because she was the mother of all living. And Yahweh Elohim made coats of skin for the man and his wife, and dressed them. And Yahweh Elohim said, See, the man has come and Yahweh Elohim said, See, the man has become like one of us, to know good and evil. And now, lest he put out his hand and take also of the tree of life, and eat and live forever. So Yahweh Elohim sent him out of the Garden of Eden, to till the ground from which he was taken. And he drove the man out, and he placed cherubim at the east of the Garden of Eden, and a flaming sword which turned every way, to guard the way up to the tree of life. We are now in chapter 4. And Adam knew Hawwah his wife, and she conceived and bore Cain, and said, I have gained a man, Yahweh. And again she gave birth to his brother, Hebel. And Hebel became a keeper of sheep, but Cain became a tiller of the ground. And it came to be, in the course of time, that Cain brought an offering of fruit to the garden of Yahweh. And Hebel also brought of the firstborn of his flock and of their fat. And Yahweh looked at Hebel and his offering, but he did not look at Cain and his offering. And Cain was very wroth, and his face fell. And Yahweh said to Cain, Why is he wroth towards you? And why is your face fallen? Is it not good if you do good? You are to be accepted. And if you do not do good towards the door is a sin. He is lying, and towards you is his desire, and he must rule over him. And Cain told Hebel his brother, and it came to be, when they were in the field, that Cain rose up against Hebel his brother and killed him. And Yahweh said to Cain, Where is Hebel your brother? And he said, I do not know. Am I my brother's guard? And he said, What have you done? The voice of your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground, and now you are cursed from the earth, which has opened its mouth and to receive your brother's blood from your hand. For if you till the ground, it shall no longer yield its strength to you. You shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth. And Cain said to Yahweh, My punishment is too great to bear. See, you have driven me from the face of the ground, and I am hidden from your face. I shall be a fugitive and a wanderer on the earth, and it shall be that anyone who finds me kills me. And Yahweh said to him, Well, if anyone kills Cain, he shall be avenged sevenfold. And Yahweh set up a sign for Cain, lest anyone finding him strikes him. So Cain went out from the presence of Yahweh and dwelt in the land of Nod on the east of Eden. And Cain knew his wife, and she conceived and bore Hanok. And he built a city and called the name of the city after his name, Hanok. And to Hanok was born Irad. And Irad brought forth Mehuya'el. And Mehuya'el brought forth Methusa'el. And Methusa'el brought forth Lamech. And Lamech took for him 2 wives. And the name of one was Adah, and the second was Tsillah. And Adah bore Yabel. He was the father of those who dwell in tents with livestock. And his brother's name was Yubal. He was the father of all those who play the lyre, and the flute. As for Tsillah, she bore Tubal-Qayin, a smith of all kinds of tools in bronze and iron. And the sister of Tubal-Cain was Naamah. And Lamech said to his wives, Adah and Tsillah, Hear my voice. Wives of Lamech, listen to my words. For I have killed a man for wounding me, even a young man for hurting me. For Cain is avenged sevenfold, and Lamech 77fold. And Adam knew his wife again, and she bore a son, and called him Sheth. For Lamech had appointed me another seed instead of Hebel, because Cain had killed him. And to Sheth, or Sheth, to him also a son was born, and he called him Enosh. Then it was begun to call the name of Yahweh. I'm actually going to stop there because I'm already at 10 minutes. I will get into Noah and his genealogy tomorrow. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit this page. Let me know if you need to hear anything, if you need any commentary, or if you need any definitions, I'll be happy to oblige. Thank you so much.